Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Welcome to Home Garden and Fashion. Today I'd like to show you a replica of the sari. I promised that I'm going to make a sari out of all rhinestone. So this has rhinestone and little bit sequins. So this one is not total 5 yards. This one I made it in 2 yards, and then rest of the 3 yards I have to make it. As I mentioned that I kind of ran out of the rhinestone, so I will just show you this 2 yards, and the same process you have to follow for the rest of the 3 yards. And I'm sure you wouldn't like me to show you all the 5 yards because it'll kind of get boring, so I'll just show you how I did with the 2 yards. And it begins with a lace, and I have a subscriber who asked me how to put a lace on the silk, and this is silk. This is actually pure silk, so it is pure silk sari, and it has only 2 yards because I just bought this one 2 yards just to show you, and I'll just make this one dupatta on top of a langa choli. So what I did is I basically added a lace at the side, as you see. So this one will be one of the videos to show the lace, how to add the lace, and second one will be how I did this design. So as you see this design, it has a rhinestone in the middle and exactly the same silk fabric sequence on the side. So I picked this sequence, as I mentioned. It's very good idea to get sequence like this, and it came out of the hairband. As you see, this one is a hairband, and this is really very inexpensive, especially if you buy with the 50% off coupon. It's really inexpensive. And so I got this hairband, which is exactly the same color fabric, and I used that to do the design. And this design is really very solid. You can wash it in washer and dryer. Just when you make the design, make sure you use this glitter dimensional fabric paint, and you make sure you use enough sufficient amount. Now if you want a trim in the side, use little bit more, and if you don't want any trim, so you use little. But when you do use little, you will be risking of this one falling off during washing. So I would advise to put little bit more, that way it doesn't fall off. So this is one design, and this design you will do throughout the entire sari. And then we come to the pallu section, where I added a different design, which is this. And this was out of necessity because I ran out of this rhinestone. So I have only this one, 5 of them left. So I realized 5 wouldn't be enough because each rose, I believe, has 7 of these. So, and this is kind of like this is not white, this is kind of like a crystal color. So I couldn't find this one, and I have to look for a coupon and get this one because I got the small packages. So I invented another design since I had the small one. So I invented another design for that, and this was the design. It's like, and that design I actually traced it from this flower. So you get flowers like that stencil, and then you can trace the design. Let me show you with one of these. So I'll show you one of this flower and one of this flower. And with my sari video, you know how to do the decoration and how to set it up. Let's see. So you know you have to buy this kind of hair bands and then take out the sequins from that, and that process is like this. It's little tedious, but you can do it. It takes little time. As you see, when you have this thread little big, this big, that time you can just snap it off and then continue with your like this. So On your spare time you can get all of these out, then you have quite a lot sitting for you to do it. So we've done that, and this video will be in 2 segments. So first segment I will show you how to do the design. Second segment I will put this lace, and when you do set it up to decorate, that time you need to use this kind of clips to secure the fabric. So let me show you how we do that. Suppose we're doing this. Now here I have pretty much all of them filled, but I can do just one in this corner just to show you how this is. Maybe I can just do extra one. So you secure your fabric, that way it doesn't move. So we're doing so you take your glitter dimensional fabric paint and you drop enough. I will just do it in the middle here so I can invent a design for this side. It won't look odd. When I do have a little bit more, can add it. So you put it in the center and then you press it down, and then we will add this to it. So you drop your glitter glue and then you will be adding the sequin to it. So this tool I've been using, and it really works well because it kind of helps me do it fast than the tweezer. Sometimes they get stuck together. You need to separate them. So if you have a little bit glue on tip of the tweezer or tip of this tool, is faster. But tweezer always going to be slow, and this is kind of faster. So we did it like a round, and I did kind of try to do it in the middle so it doesn't look so odd. And I have to do the same on the other side once I can find a little bit more of the rhinestone. Okay, so we're done with this one. Now I'll show you the other one. You have to let it dry for 3 hours. Now all the way at the end I have one flower left. I can show you that one so you see how this flower is done. Okay. So you put your stencil, any kind of design that you want out of the stencil, and you place it, and then you have a little piece of chalk. to draw the design. Now I will be drawing. So this is the way you do the design. Now I just did the top, I didn't do the bottom because I just wanted this design on the top, that's all. So you see, you kind of trace the design, and now you have to do it a little bit by yourself, as long as you get an idea. Now we're going to do the rhinestone. So we always have to make sure we don't do on top of this silk fabric because we'll stain the fabric. We have to do on top of this white bed sheet so we don't stain the fabric. Here I used about 6 of these. So you put in the center one, and now you put all around about 5 of these. You can put sufficient amount of this glue because you can put 6 dots, but ultimately you will be putting 5 rhinestones. Now if it does fit, then you can put 6. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but make sure that it fits. And this one kind of moving doesn't go with it. Now all this paint will dry to a beautiful gold color. So okay, now we have the center. After we have the center, then we go for the sides. For the sides you have a little bit of hint, and then you can draw out from that long enough to put 3 sequences. So this long, so you can have 3 sequences on it. So notice, as I'm not going exactly the way I marked with the chalk, I'm just going as it will look pretty, because the chalk marking was just a guideline, and then you do it according to your imagination, see what looks pretty on it. So now after you put this glitter dimensional fabric paint, the glue, and then you use your sequins, and you'll be getting little bit glue in your this tool, and then you'll be using the sequins. I'd rather put the sequins in the white fabric than this silk fabric, because in case if you do touch with this tool, you might stain your fabric, so it's better to put it in your white fabric. So as like this, you can go fast. Sometimes you do get like 2 of these sequences stuck together. This one has 2 of this stuck together with a lint, of course. So let me see, this is almost done. So like this you will fill up all the entire round with 3 sequences. You can add 4 too if you want to make it longer, but I have used only 3 sequences. So you fill up the entire circle and then you let it dry for 3 hours. Now when you do this one, you don't do folding it like this one time. You have to lay it down exactly the way I show you with the sari decoration. So this one will be laid down exactly the same way. Now we're going to be leaving this and the other design in here for 3 hours. So I have to do a next video to show you the lace. I have to wait until this dries, because if it doesn't dry then it'll make it messed up. So after we decorate, we wait 3 hours, then we will add the lace. So this lace video will be another requested video, which is putting lace on a silk fabric, and this is pure silk fabric, so I'll do this one. Thank you so much for watching. This is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please do go to my Facebook fan page and give me a like there. And thank you so much to all my subscribers for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate all your help. Thank you. I'll be coming up with many new requests. I still have some requests for purses. Someone gave me the design of a purse, so I will see how to create that purse, and I have a request for sewing some other designs, so I will go and try to do those as early as possible. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day.